They made us curse, they made us shit, and they made us throw controllers across the room. From Demon Souls to Elden Ring, FromSoftware's games are legendary for their highs and infamous for their lows. Today, we're taking a church through the darkness to talk about the best and worst parts of every Soulsborne game. And some of the things that I'm saying are going to be my own opinions, so if you don't agree with them, it's going to be a natural thing. The one that started all, Demon Souls, was like stepping into another world, dark, moody, and utterly alien. The level design was compact and deliberate. Every hallway in Boletaria felt like it wanted to kill you, but in the most beautiful way possible. And then there were the enemies, mind flayers humming down the hall, red-eye knights standing guard. Every encounter felt handcrafted to make you sweat, but it's not perfect. The hub system, the Nexus, while iconic, made the world feel disconnected compared to later games. Inventory weight limits, yeah, that's a polite way of saying you can't pick up that cool sword because you brought too many herbs. Still, without Demon Souls, we wouldn't have the pain we all secretly love. Dark Souls, the game that truly defined the genre. The interconnected map is still one of the best in gaming. Firelink Shrine isn't just a hub, it's a knot in a massive web that you slowly untangle. And the bonfires, my god, the bonfires. Those little safe havens meant more than any checkpoint ever has. Plus, the player messages and blood stains made dying feel communal. Misery loves company, and nowhere is that truer than in Lord Run. But then there is Blighttown. If you've been there, you already feel your hands sweating. Not only was it a toxic swamp physically, but on PS3 and Xbox 360 it turned into a slideshow. And Lost Izalith, let's just say it's proof that even Miyazaki can have an off day. Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is like that weird cousin who's different from the rest of the family, and maybe that's why I kind of love it. Enemy despawning after multiple kills was genius. It kept farming in check and added this creeping tension, like the world itself was running out of life. And the DLC bosses, Fume Knight, Serolon, there's some of the best fights in the entire series. But yeah, it's not the most coherent Souls game. The world design doesn't loop back on itself as elegantly as the first game, and there is a certain tonal shift, less oppressive mystery, more scattered locations. Still, it has its die-hard defenders, and for good reason. Dark Souls 3 feels like a victory lap. It's faster, flashier, and so much more polished than its predecessors. Combat is snappy, weapon arts added depth, and the boss fights, some of the best in the series looking at you. Sister Friday, mister. And visually, it's stunning. The way Lothric Castle looms over you? Chef's kiss. But here's the thing, it leans hard into nostalgia, almost too hard. If you've played the earlier games, you'll recognize a lot of areas and bosses, sometimes to the point where it feels like a remix album. And with fast travel available from the start, some of that tense, interconnected world feeling is gone. But whatever, this game is the first Dark Souls game that I have ever played, and I really like it, and I would definitely play it again because this game is just pure Souls game and one of the best games that I have ever played. Bloodborne is pure aggression. It rips away your shield and tells you to fight back. The combat is fast, the parry system with firearms is genius, and the world, a twisted blend of Victorian Gothic and cosmic horror, is unforgettable. Ronan feels alive, but in a sick, rotting way. Every street corner is a nightmare waiting to happen. In short, this game is pure art. Nobody can deny that, and I really love it. This is the best game of Souls-like that I have ever played, and this is my opinion. But it's not for everyone. Build variety is way more limited than in Souls. No magic builds, very few ranged options, and the chalice dungeons, love them or hate them, can feel repetitive. Oh, and let's not forget the frame pacing issues on PS4. Thanks! 30 FPS cap? This is not going to work. You need to do something here, PlayStation, soon. Because I'm waiting for about, what, 10 years? Sekiro is a dance. It's not about chipping health away, it's about breaking your opponent's spirit. One perfectly timed deflect at a time. The posture system turns every fight into a duel, and when you nail it, it's pure adrenaline. Plus, the grappling hook and vertical exploration made it feel like a fresh take on FromSoftware's level design. But there's no build variety here. No RPG stats, no weapon choices. You're playing as the wolf, take it or leave it. And the difficulty? Even veteran Souls players hit walls here. Some bounce it off entirely. It's not hard but fair for everyone. Sometimes it's just hard. Elden Ring. Elden Ring took everything FromSoft learned and said, let's make it bigger, and it worked. The lands between are overflowing with secrets, hidden bosses, and build possibilities. You want to be a blood-slinging samurai mage with a giant hammer? Go for it. The open world feels alive in a way no other Soulsborne does, and the legacy dungeons like Lanedale and Stormwave Castle are masterclasses in level design. But with size comes repetition. You're gonna see a lot of Earth 3 avatars, a lot of Godskin apostles, and more dragons than a Game of Thrones season finally. And the story? Even with George R.R. Martin on board, it's as cryptic as ever. Even though I like this part, I like cryptic stories, but sometimes I feel like they just change it a lot. Like, I don't think they had a plan for Mesmer here, and I don't think they had any plans for Elden Ring Night Ring. It's not as important as other Souls-like games, I think, in Elden Ring. I don't really get it why we have Nameless King in Elden Ring. Like, I killed this guy, I don't need to see it again. The first one was cool, the second is not. I really do care about the stories in video games, especially in Souls-like games, because sometimes they could be really great, especially in Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3. But I would say it right now too. I think Elden Ring story is just the best Souls-like story ever, but it's not complete, and I think the writers, they don't really know what they are doing, in my opinion, because they change it a lot, and they add characters out of nowhere that I don't really understand why they are there. For example, Mesmer is one of the best characters in Elden Ring, but we didn't have any references to him in the main storyline, so what? From the tight corridors of Balateria to the endless fields of the lands between, FromSoftware has built worlds that challenges us, frustrate us, and stay with us long after we've put the controller down. Every one of these games has moments of brilliance and moments that make us question our life choices. So tell me which Soulsborne game is your favorite, and what's the one flaw you just can't forgive? Drop it in the comments, and don't you dare go hollow.